Hi, I'm Raina Morgan with iHealthTube, and I'm talking with Jim LaValle. He wrote Cracking the Metabolic Code. We've talked some about how stress affects our sleep, and that is one of the things that we'd like to address in this little meeting. What can we do naturally to help us sleep and to address some of these stress levels?
Well, there's several things that you can do. The first thing you have to realize is that if you're always feeling rushed and hurried during the course of the day, and you notice all of a sudden you're snapping at your kids or you're snapping at your spouse, you're just always kind of in a hurry, those stress hormones are taking their toll on you. And so it's smart to do things, take an herb or a nutrient that might help that. Now, there's a few different ways you can go with that.
Okay.
I love an herb called relora, and relora is an extract of philodendron and magnolia. And what relora does is it dampens the response of stress so that you can feel more calm. Now, the great side effect is that it actually helps people to lose weight too.
That's what I had heard about relora.
Yeah, but the main thing that I use it for is just that I try to tell people, as we dampen your stress response, the carbohydrate cravings go down, and you reset your cortisol, which is a stress hormone that gets released under chronic stress, you're going to begin to see your body's metabolism start to improve. And I've used it in literally thousands of patients, and we've just seen it work great for people. So I really like using relora during the day.
All right.
If you have significant craving patterns for sugar, sometimes it's nice to add 5-hydroxytryptophan or 5-HTP.
Yes, I've heard that.
And that's because that builds up your serotonin pool. And when you're craving carbohydrates and comfort food and sweets, it's because your serotonin pool is dropping. And you always hear about how stress can lead to depression or anxiety, which is, of course, related to lowered serotonin. So that's another thing that could be of value.
And that would be a way to avoid antidepressants, correct?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I always try to get people to, what can you use out of the natural realm first? There are some people that are going to need medication. There's no getting around that, especially when people have had significant trauma. But you can really go a long way by using natural agents. Other things I use at bedtime, if people are getting up in the middle of the night and their cortisol levels are high, really like melatonin. And especially in women, especially for women who have that trouble getting to sleep, because nighttime elevated cortisol levels are associated with development of breast cancer. So getting women to be able to dampen down, sleep through the night, get that cortisol level down, is incredibly important for changing those risk factors as they're aging. So I really like melatonin. Another great product I use a lot, Setitol. That's a great product that is used for sleep. Really dampens down the excitability of the brain that I had talked about earlier. And in terms of overall, really dampening that response to stress hormones, aged garlic extract or a product called Kyolic, there's research that shows that it actually helps to dampen that norepinephrine and epinephrine.
So there are many natural components that we can take, many natural ingredients that we can take to help us sleep and reduce the stress, correct?
Absolutely. As long as you understand that you're having trouble with sleep most of the time because of that stress during the day, and it's a proactive daily ritual to keep your body in sync and your metabolism working as it should, so that you are active and alert during the day, sleeping at night.
Thank you for joining us, Jim. We will be talking with James LaValle about cracking the metabolic code again. I'm Raina Morgan with iHealthTube. Thank you.